Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather week ahead here on ArklaTexHomepage.com, as well as the ArklaTexHomepage.com app. And let me start by talking about that disturbance been talking about for the last couple of days in the Gulf of Mexico. Now looking unlikely that it will become a depression, and it's also moving well further south, taking a much more southerly course. So its impact on us is going to be somewhat limited, although the associated tropical wave will give us a chance for some showers, especially across the southern sections of the area. More on that in a second. Meantime, here's a look at Hurricane Florence, still a Category 2 storm, maximum sustained winds at 105 miles per hour as Florence is moving towards the northwest at 10 miles per hour. Latest track from the National Hurricane Center has Florence sliding its way into the southern sections of North Carolina, and again, it's going to be moving relatively slowly, so we're still looking at some rather incredible rainfall potential here across especially the southern and eastern sections of North Carolina. As you can see, the storm will move across South Carolina and then make the turn back across the Appalachians as we move through the weekend. Here's a look at some of the rainfall totals for the next 4 days. You can see Futurecast now indicating back up over 50 inches possible over parts of North Carolina due to the slow movement, with much of North Carolina receiving anywhere from 10 to as much as 50 inches of rain. So flooding obviously going to be a concern with that. And in case you're wondering, Florence is not going to play a role in the weather here in the Arklatex. As far as our weather, you can see upper level high pressure here, which is centered over the western sections of Texas. It's going to connect with another upper level high, which is centered over the eastern sections of Kentucky. And as this disturbance in the Gulf finally moves westward, we will see this ridge take over, and it'll keep us relatively dry and obviously keep us relatively hot moving through the weekend and into next week. Here's a look at Robin's story to Futurecast. You can see that anything as far as rain today will be confined to the southern sections of the Arklatex and should wrap up this evening. Overnight tonight, looking at a partly cloudy sky across the region. Then for your Friday, I think we will see a better shot for the shower thunderstorm, especially across the southern half of the area. This particular run of Futurecast has backed off just a bit, but nonetheless, we are looking at that chance for the shower thunderstorm. That activity will decrease tomorrow night as we become partly cloudy once again, and then Saturday, once again, possibility for that pop-up shower thunderstorm, mainly over the southern sections of the area. Rainfall potential from now through the weekend and into next week, showing you that if you live south of I-20, you'll have that chance of rain. Heaviest totals could actually exceed an inch over the southern sections of the region, but the northern half of the area will be hard-pressed to see much of any rain at all, as it looks like most of the rain will stay across the southern half of the region. Temperature-wise, we stay above normal as we're looking at lows tonight. Good 5 to 10 degrees above normal, with lows in the low to middle 70s. 74 in Minden, 73 in Shreveport, 71 degrees for the low temperature in Texarkana. Daytime highs tomorrow should recover back up into the lower 90s. 91 in Texarkana, 92 in Atlanta, 92 in Shreveport, and 92 also for the high temperature tomorrow in Natchitoches. So here's the details on your 7-day forecast. Starting off in Shreveport, you can see the warming trend taking hold with upper level high pressure back in control. We'll see highs in the low to mid 90s all week long. Again, once we get past Saturday, not really too much as far as rain for most of next week. A little bit of an increase, some of the models hinting at starting Thursday. Overnight lows during this period will stay in the low to middle 70s. In Texarkana, it's pretty much the same story, though not really too much as far as rain next few days. And actually, most of the rain of the next week will likely stay to your south, as you too will see highs in the 90s and lows for the most part in the lower 70s. So all in all, it looks like we heat up and stay pretty much dry. Possibility for some rain over the southern half of the area for both tomorrow and Saturday, and then we dry out and heat up even more as we head into next week.